Patito tarane rata Varase ama e machana Tumi to koruna maya Kavadoya patanahi morasama Avasha guchare boya Amare tarite kaharo shakati Avani bitore nahi Dayala takura gosha toma Adama pamare tahi Sakara chadia ashi achiami Tomara charane nata Tumi Gopta Jagannatha Tomara Sakala Ami Matradas Amaratari Betumi Tomara Charana Korino Vadana Amara Nahito Ami Bhakti Vinoda Kaniya Sharana Loyalty Tomara Praya Komiya Paradana Meruchidiya Palana Korohetaya Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari
Bon. Bonjour tout le monde. Nous sommes ici à Londres, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, West Side, avec notre frère français, Balaram Prabhu et tous les dévotés. Et nous continuons something, tutti devotee, etc. We're going to continue with the beautiful Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta, new chapter, chapter 3 of the Madhya-līlā. And Srila Prabhupada gave the title, the name, Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's stay at the house of Advaita Ācārya. So very wonderful things in store for us as we begin a new chapter. So Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chanja, Jaya Gauda Bhakta-vrinda, Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya, Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chanja, Jaya Gauda Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna Jaya Śrīla Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Gosvāmī Maharaj Ki Jai. Oh my goodness. Jai Guru Dev. Jai Prabhu. Nasham Vijayo Yot Pranayo Tago Gauro Vrindavanam Gantumana Brahma Jaha Radhe Brahman Shanti Purnima Aitva Lalasya Bhakta Yatangnatosmi Jai. After accepting the sannyas order of life, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, out of intense love for Krishna, wanted to go to Vrindavan, but apparently by mistake he wandered in the Rāḍha-deśa. Later he arrived at Shantipur and enjoyed himself there with his devotees. I offer my respectful obeisances to Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chanja, Jaya Gauda Bhakta-vrinda. Śrī Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chanja, Jaya Gauda Bhakta-vrinda. Chabisha Vatsara Shesha Ye Magamas Tara Shukla Pakshe Prabhu Kalila Sannyas. At the end of his 24th year, in the month of Magh, Mahaprabhu accepted the sannyas order during the waxing period of the moon. Sannyasakari Premavesha Chalila Brindavan Rāḍha-deśa Tina Dina Karila Brahman. After accepting the sannyas order, Mahaprabhu, out of intense love for Krishna, started for Vrindavan. However, he mistakenly wandered about in a trance continuously for 3 days in the tract of land known as Rāḍha-deśa. And then Srila Prabhupada tells us the word Rāḍha-deśa comes from the word Rashtra or state. From Rashtra, the corrupted word Radha has come. The part of Bengal on the western side of the Ganga is known as Rāḍha-deśa. Another name is Paundradesh or Bendodesh. Shloka Pariprabhu, Shloka Pariprabhu Bhavara Aveshe Pramite Pavitra Kaila Sabha Rāḍha-deśa. Passing through that land, known as Rāḍha-deśa, Mahaprabhu recited the following verse in ecstasy. Etangsa ashtaya paratma nishtam ajashitam purvatamaya mahadbi aham tarishyami doranta parang tamo mukundanguri nishevayaiva, which is from the Bhagavatam 11th canto, and the translation is, as a Brahmin from Avanti-desh said, and what did he say? He said, I shall cross over the insurmountable ocean of nescience by being firmly fixed in the service of the lotus feet of Krishna. This was approved by the previous Ācāryas who were fixed in firm devotion to the Lord, Paramatma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhu kai sadhue bhikshora vachan mukunda sevana brata kaila nidharan. Mahaprabhu approved the purport of this verse on account of the determination of the mendicant devotee to engage in the service of Lord Mukunda. He gave his approval to this verse, indicating that it was very good. It's from the story of the Avanti Brahmin. Wonderful story from the history from the Bhagavatam. Paratma nishtamacha vesha dharana mukunda sevaya sangsaratarana. The real purpose of accepting sannyas is to dedicate oneself to the service of Mukunda. By serving Mukunda, one can actually be liberated from the bondage of material existence. Se Vaishakaila ebe Brindavanagiya Krishna Nishavana Kari Nibrita Vashya. After accepting the sannyas order, Mahaprabhu decided to go to Vrindavan and engage himself wholly and solely in the service of Mukunda in a solitary place. Etabali Chale Prabhu Preman Madhya China Dik Vidik Yana Nahi Kibaratri Dina. As Mahaprabhu was en route to Vrindavan, all the ecstatic symptoms became manifest, and he did not know in which direction he was going, nor did he know whether it was day or night. And we heard something of those ecstatic symptoms in the previous chapter. Nityananda Ācārya Ratna Mukunda Tina Jan Prabhu Pache Pache Tina Karina Gaman. When Mahaprabhu went toward Vrindavan, Nityananda Prabhu, Chandrasekhar and Prabhu Mukunda followed him. Jai Prabhu Deki Se Loka Prema Vesha Hari Bole Kande Dukkha Shoka. When Mahaprabhu passed through Rāḍha-deśa, whoever saw him in ecstasy exclaimed, Hari, Hari! As they chanted this with the Lord, all the unhappiness of material existence diminished. Gopa Balakasaba Prabhuke Dekiya, Hari Hari Bole Dake Uchakariya. All the cowherd boys who saw Mahaprabhu passing joined with him and began to shout loudly, Hari Hari. All the boys running through the fields to join Mahaprabhu running away. I don't know what happened with the cows. I guess the cows were looking after themselves, munching away. They ran off to walk with Mahaprabhu. What a sight that would have been. Hare Krishna. Shuni tasabara nikata gela goda Hari bala bala bale sabara shira hastadari. When he heard all the cowherd boys also chanting Hari Hari, Mahaprabhu was very pleased. He approached them, put his hands on their heads and said, yes, go on chanting like that. Tasabara shtutikari tomara bhagyavan kritata karila more shunana harinam. Mahaprabhu thus blessed them all, saying that they were all very fortunate. In this way he praised them, and he felt very successful because they chanted the holy name of Lord Hari. Gupte tasabake ani takura nityananda shikaila sabakari karya prabhanda. Calling all the boys in confidence and telling a reasonable story, Nityananda Prabhu instructed them as follows. Boys, come here. He's telling Nityananda Prabhu, all the boys, come here. He says, Vrindavana pate Prabhu puchana tomare, Ganga tira patatabe, dekeya tane. He said, if Mahaprabhu asks you about the path to Vrindavan, please show him the path on the bank of the Ganga instead. Hare Krishna. They were good boys because Tabe Prabhu Puchilena Shuna Shishugan Kai Dekikon Pata Jabe Vrindavan Shishu Shabaganga Tila Pata Dekaila Se Pata Aveshe Prabhu Gamana Karila. When the cowherd boys were questioned by Mahaprabhu about the path to Vrindavan, the boys showed him the path on the bank of the Ganga, and the Lord went that way in ecstasy. Ācārya Ratnera Kai Nityananda Goshai Sigra Jaha Tumi Advaita Ācārya Tani. As the Lord proceeded along the banks of the Ganga, Śrī Nityananda Prabhu requested Ācārya Ratna, Chandrasekhar Ācārya, to go immediately to the house of Advaita Ācārya. Prabhu Laya Jabe Ami Tahara Mandire Sava Dhane Rahena Jena Nauka Laya Tire. Nityananda Gosvāmī told him, that's Ācārya Ratna, I shall take Mahaprabhu to the banks of the Ganga at Shantipur, and Advaita Ācārya should carefully stay there on the shore with a boat. Tabe Navadvipe Tumi Karyagaman Sachi Sahalaya Aisha Saba Bhaktagan. After that, Nityananda Prabhu continued, I shall go to Advaita Ācārya's house, and you should go to Navadvip and return with Mother Sachi and all the devotees. A plan is coming together. Tare Pataya Nityananda Mahashai Mahaprabhura Age Ashe Dila Parichai. After sending Ācārya Ratna to the house of Advaita Ācārya, Nityananda Prabhu went before Mahaprabhu and gave notice of his coming. Who's coming? I'm not sure. After sending Ācārya Ratna to the house of Advaita Ācārya, Śrī Nityananda went before Lord Caitanya Mahāprabhu and gave notice of his coming. Prabhu Kai Shipad Tomara Kotaka Gaman Shipad Kai Tomara Sange Jabe Vrindavan. Mahaprabhu was in ecstasy and he asked where Nityananda Prabhu was going. Nityananda replied that he was going with him toward Vrindavan. Prabhu Kai Kata Dure Ache Vrindavan Teo Kaina Kariye Jamuna Darashan. When the Lord asked Nityananda Prabhu how far it was to Vrindavan, Nityananda replied, just see, here is the river Jamuna. Etabali Anila Tare Ganga Sanidhane Aveshe Prabhu Haila Gangare Jamuna Gyane. Saying this, Nityananda Prabhu took Mahaprabhu near the Ganga, and the Lord in his ecstasy accepted the river Ganga as the river Jamuna. Oh, Jamuna, come to the Jamuna. Aho Bhagya Jamunari Painundarashan Nettabali Yamunara Karinastavan. The Lord said, oh, what good fortune. Now I have seen the river Jamuna. Thus thinking the Ganga to be the river Jamuna, Mahaprabhu began to offer prayers to her. Chidananda Bhano Sadananda Shuno Para Prema Patri Java Brahmagatri Aghanam Lavichi Jagat Shema Datri Pavitri Kriyanno Vapur Mitra Putri. This is from the Caitanya-caritāmṛta Nataka by Kavirāja. Oh, River Jamuna, you are the blissful spiritual water that gives love to the son of Nanda Maharaj. You are the same as the water of the spiritual world, for you can vanquish all our offenses and the sinful reactions incurred in life. You are the creator of all auspicious things for the world. O daughter of the sun, kindly purify us by your pious activities. Etabali namaskare kaila ganga snan, eka kopina nahi dvitiya paridan. After reciting this mantra, Mahaprabhu offered obeisances and took his bath in Ganga. At that time, he had only one piece of underwear, for there was no second garment. Hena kalya charja goshai naukate chariya aila nutana kaupina bahiveshalaya. While Mahaprabhu was standing there without a second garment, Śrī Advaita Ācārya arrived in a boat bringing him new underwear and external garments, the kopina and the bahivasta. So just in the nick of time, Advaita Ācārya is arriving with fresh cloth for the Lord, who's been wandering for 3 days. He took sannyas, and the whole Madhya-līlā, we know how intense and inconceivable that was. And we were there in that, and we were there just now, hearing those wonderful pastimes, and then wandering in trance, not knowing whether it's day or night or where he is. And now, by the transcendental trickery of Nityananda Prabhu, he thinks he's arrived in Vrindavan, so he's a little calm. He's got where he's going, kind of thing. But he's, you know, he's the devotees know that they need to look after Mahaprabhu. So Advaita Ācārya has arrived in a boat, bringing him new cloth. Age Ācārya ashirahila namaskara kari, Ācārya dekhi bole Prabhu mane nam sanshaya kari. When Advaita Ācārya arrived, he stood before the Lord and offered his obeisances. After seeing him, the Lord began to wonder about the situation, about the entire situation. He's thinking, what's going on? What? Tumita Ācārya Goshai eta kena aila. Ami Vrindavana, tumi kemata janila. In his ecstasy, the Lord asked Advaita Ācārya, why did you come here? How did you know I was in Vrindavan? Ācārya kai tumi jase Vrindavan more bhagya ganga tire tomara agamam. So Advaita Ācārya spilled the beans. Advaita Ācārya disclosed the whole situation. He told him, telling Mahaprabhu, wherever you are, that is Vrindavan. Now it is my great fortune that you have come to the banks of the Ganga. And that expression always reminds us of Srila Swami Maharaj. When Srila Swami Maharaj talking with Srila Guru Maharaj, he'd say, Maharaj, I am little concerned that I am old, I will leave. I want to live in Vrindavan, but I may be in America, this place, that place. And Guru Maharaj said, wherever you are is Vrindavan. Very beautiful like that. So Advaita Ācārya, giving this same sentiment to Mahaprabhu, wherever you are is Vrindavan. Prabhu kai Nityananda amare vanchila, cheated, vanchila. Ganga ke anyamore jamuna kaila. Mahaprabhu then said, Nityananda has cheated me. He has brought me to the bank of the Ganga and told me that it was the Jamuna. Hare Krishna. Ācārya kai mitya nahe Shripad vachan, Yamunate snana tumi karila ekan. When Mahaprabhu accused Nityananda Prabhu of cheating him, Srila Advaita Ācārya said, whatever Nityananda Prabhu has told you is not false. You have indeed, you have just now taken your bath in the river Jamuna. Gangaya Jamuna vai hana ekadara. Paschima Jamuna vai purva Ganga dara. Advaita Ācārya then explained that at that spot the Ganga and the Jamuna flowed together. On the western side was the Jamuna, and on the eastern side was the Ganga. Paschima dhare Jamuna vai tan kaila snan aja kaupina chari shushka kara paridan. Advaita Ācārya then said that since Mahaprabhu had taken his bath in the river Jamuna and his underwear was now wet, the Lord should change his cloth for dry garments. Premavesha tina dina acha upavasha aji mora gare bika chale mora vas. Advaita Ācārya said, you have been fasting continuously for 3 days in your ecstasy of love of Krishna. I therefore invite you to my home, where you may kindly take your bika, your alms, your prasadam, your rest. Come with me to my residence. Ekamushta animuna karyachanapaka sukaruka vyanjana kainan supa ara shaka. Advaita continued, at my home I have cooked just 1 palmful of rice. There is no luxury cooking, no luxurious cooking. 1 palmful of rice and simply a little liquid vegetable and shak, spinach, just something very simple. Etabali naukaya charana nila nijagara paraprakshalana kaila ananda antara. Saying this, Śrī Advaita Ācārya took the Lord into the boat and brought the Lord to his house. There Advaita Ācārya washed the feet of the Lord and was consequently very happy within. Pratame paka karyachena Ācāryani Vishnu samapana kaila Ācārya apani. Ācāryani, the wife of Advaita Ācārya. All the eatables were first cooked by the wife of Advaita Ācārya. Then Srila Advaita Ācārya personally offered everything to Lord Vishnu. Tina tani bhoga baraila samakari Kṛṣṇada bhoga baraila dhatu pachopari. All the prepared food was divided into 3 equal parts. 1 part was arranged on a metal plate for offering to Lord Krishna. Bhatisha atya kalera angatiya pate duitani bhoga baraila bhalamate. Of the 3 divisions, 1 was arranged on a metal plate and the 2 others were arranged on plantain leaves. These leaves were not bifurcated and they were taken from a banana tree that held at least 32 bunches of bananas. The 2 plates were filled very nicely with the kinds of food described below. So they, in other words, they were big banana leaves, because sometimes when we get those banana leaf plates, there's what do you call that? The spine in the middle. And sometimes if it's a big leaf, you don't. You just get the half leaf. So we can undertake this, we can understand this banana tree is something very special anyway. He's given his leaves for Mahaprabhu's. So now we're going to get into some prasadam descriptions. Very nice. Madhya-pita krita shikta shalyanera stupa charidike vyanjana donga ara mudga shupa. The cooked rice was stacked very nicely, a stupa of rice. You know, those Buddhist places are called stupas, aren't they? It was like a stupa. The cooked rice was a stack of very fine grains, nicely cooked, and in the middle was yellow clarified butter from the milk of cows. Yes. Yes, super gente. Surrounding the stack of rice were pots made of the skins of banana trees. And in these pots were varieties of vegetables and mung dal. Sajaka vachuka shaka vivida prakara patol kushmanda bhari mana kachu ara. Among the cooked vegetables were patal, squash, manakachu, and a salad made with pieces of ginger and various types of spinach. Chari maricha shukta diasaba phala mule amrita nindaka pancha vida tikta jale. There was shukta, bitter melon mixed with all kinds of vegetables, defying the taste of nectar. There were 5 types of bitter and pungent shuktas. It's the beloved dish of Bengal, shukta, really. And the Lord. Komala nimba pacha sahabhaja vataki patala fula bari bhaja kushmanda manachaki. Amongst the various vegetables were newly grown leaves of neem trees fried with eggplant. The fruit known as patola was filled with fulabari, a kind of dal preparation, first mashed and then dried in the sun. There was also a preparation known as kushmanda manachaki. And then Srila Prabhupada says, we request our editors of cookbooks to add all these nice preparations described by Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja Gosvāmī in the cookbook. Prabhupada wanted these things, all these things in the cookbook for the devotees to offer to their Lord. Narikela shashya chana shakara madhurya mochaganta dugda kushmanda shakala prachura. The preparation made with coconut pulp mixed with curd and rock candy was very sweet. There was a curry made of banana flowers and squash boiled in milk, all in great quantity. This is Ācārya. And this is Advaita Ācārya saying, I'm only cooking a small palmful of rice and some very watery vegetables. Well, yes. We haven't even finished. Madhur amla bhara amlari pancha chai shakalavyan jana kaila loke jachai. There were small cakes in sweet and sour sauce, and 5 or 6 kinds of sour preparations. All the vegetables were so made that everyone present could take prasadam. Hare Krishna, that's wonderful. All the vegetables were so made that everyone present could take prasadam. So Sita Thakurani and Śrī Advaita Prabhu had thought about quantity and style and everything that everyone could take. And we still haven't finished with the prasadam list. Mudgavara, Kalavara, Mashavara, Mishta, Kirapuli, Narikela, Jatta, Pitta, Ishta. There were soft cakes made with mung dal, soft cakes made with ripe bananas, and soft cakes made with urad dal. There were various kinds of sweets, condensed milk mixed with rice cakes, a coconut preparation, and every kind of cake desirable. Every kind of cake. Hare Krishna. Bhatishatya kalara dhunga bharabhara, chale hale nai dhunga atti bharadhara. All the vegetables were served in pots made of banana leaves, taking from trees producing at least 32 bunches of bananas. These pots were very strong and big and did not tilt and totter. Panchasha donga vyanjane purina tina bogerashe pashi rakila daria. All around the 3 eating places were 100 pots filled with various kinds of vegetables. Sagrita pashayanava mrit kundika bharina tina pache ghanavata dukta raketa daria. Along with the various vegetables was sweet rice mixed with ghee. This was kept in new earthen pots. Earthen pots filled with highly condensed milk were placed in 3 places. Dukka chira kalahara dukta laklaki jateke kalilata kaite na shaki. Beside the other preparations, there were chipped rice made with milk and mixed with bananas, and also white squash boiled in milk. Indeed, it is not possible to describe all the preparations that were made. Duipashe dharila saba mrit kundikabari champakala dhari sandesha kaite na pari. In 2 places there were earthen pots filled with another preparation made with yogurt, sandesh and banana. I am unable to describe it all. Anna vyanjana upari dila tulasi manjari tina jalapache suvashita jalabari. Upon the stack of boiled rice and all the vegetables were flowers of the tulsi trees. There were also pots filled with scented rose water. Tina Shuprapita Tara Upari Vasana Erupa Shakshat Kṛṣṇa Bhojana. There were 3 sitting places where soft cloths were placed. Thus Lord Krishna was offered all the food, and the Lord took it very pleasantly. Well, Aratira kale dui Prabhu bola ila Prabhu sange sabashyarata dekila. It is the system after offering food to perform Bhoga Arti. Advaita Prabhu asked the 2 brothers, Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, to come to see the Arti. the two lords and all the others present went to see the Arati ceremony. Arati Kariya Krishna Karala Shayan Ācārya Asi Prabhuda Tabe Kaila Nivedan. After Arati was performed for the deities in the temple, Lord Krishna was made to lie down to rest. Advaita Ācārya then came out to submit something to Mahaprabhu. Let's at least get them sitting down for prasadam before we leave them. We don't want to leave them hungry. So Mahaprabhu needs to eat, so we'll just get to at least they're sitting down and taking prasadam. Kriyada bitare Prabhu karuna gamam dui bhai aila tabe karita bhojan. Śrī Advaita Prabhu said, "My dear lords, kindly enter this room." The two brothers, Caitanya Mahāprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, then came forward to take the prasadam. Mukunda Haridasa dui Prabhu bulaila, Jadayate dui jana kaita lagila. When Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu went to accept the prasadam, they both called Mukunda and Haridas to come with them. However, Mukunda and Haridas, both with folded hands, spoke as follows. Oh, we should have stopped at the previous verse, really.
It's a cliffhanger. What do they say?
Okay, it's a cliffhanger. Okay, we have to leave somewhere. Hare Krishna. And what a wonderful place to leave Mahaprabhu and the devotees there after the arati and Mahaprabhu getting nourishment and affectionate care from his devotees, from Nityananda Prabhu and all the devotees. And this wonderful feast is in place and Krishna's having a rest and it's all going on there beautifully. So Jai Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki Jai and Jai Śrī Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja Gosvāmī ki Jai and Śrī A.C. Bhakti Swami Prabhupada ki Jai.
Mother Krishna. Go on.
Hari Haraya, Hari Haraya.
Hariharaya Nama Krishnaya Namaha. Hariharaya Nama Krishna Jadabaya Namaha. Jadabaya Madhabaya Kesavaya Namaha. Gopala Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana. Giridhari Gopinata Madana Mohana. Śrī Caitanya Nityananda Śrī Advaita Chandra. Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Kaya Rupa Sanatana Bhakta Raghunatha. Shri Jiva Gopala Bhakta Dasa Raghunatha. Echai Gosai Kori Charana Bandana. Yahoite Vinana Vista Purana. Echai Gosai Jara Munitaro Daso. Samsavada Padare Numora Panchagrasa. Kavirāja Sevi Bhakta Sanevasa. Yaname Mora Eya Vilasa. Echai Gosai Jave Braye Koilavasa. Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakaso Anande Bolo Hari Vaja Vrindavana Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Maya Yamana Shri Guru Vaishnava Pada Padma Koriyasa Hari Nama Sankirtana Kohe Narottamo Dasa Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Jaya Gaura Hari Jaya Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Jaya Gaura Hari Jaya Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hari Jaya Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Jaya Gaura Hari Jaya Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hari Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Swaparicara Sri Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giridhari Ki Jai Om Vishnu Bhāpara Mahansa Parayavara Ki Chari Sotra Satisma Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Gosvāmī Maharaj Ki Jai Om Vishnu Bhāpara Mahansa Parayavara Ki Chari Sotra Satisma Bhakti Raksa Sri Dev Gosvāmī Maharaj Ki Jai Om Vishnu Bhāpara Mahansa Parayavara Ki Chari Sotra Satisma Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai Pense Kaho Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadara Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai All December Devotee Ki Jai Śrī Caitanya Saraswati Math Ki Jai Śrī Caitanya Saraswati Math Ācārya Vrinda Ki Jai Śrī Caitanya Saraswati Math London Ki Jai Nitai Gaura Premananda